Hello Internet. Today I would like to introduce my portable reloading setup, which is based off of normal 50 cal ammo can. I have welded some mounts to the actual press to the lid, so this whole thing is self-contained. It has all non-consumable items that you need for reloading your rifle or pistol ammunition. On the inside, for your convenience, I did compose a contents list. So here is the contents list in English. First we got the ammunition box, press handle, bolt and washer for the handle, primer tube, the die tool, the plastic one too, so you can use it to fashion the dies, 2 reloading die sets, decapping die universal, priming tools, one for small and one for large primers. We got the powder dispenser frame and the powder container, 11 measuring scoops, powder funnel, cartridge tray and grease, 1 caliper and 1 wrench for assembly, and 3 bolts for mounting the press to the lid of the ammunition box. And we got the chamfer and deburring tool and case trimming supplies, primer pocket cleaner, protective goggles, pen and a notebook. And here's how everything packs. We got the notebook, we got the custom made handle, not my finest work, but it suffices. Pen here, goggles, and what else? Well, the press itself, it's just a basic cheap Lee press. Powder tube, primer tube, and the die tool. 2 sets of reloading dice, one for 308 and one for 76239. These are what I mostly use nowadays. And 3D printed tray. Got the decapping die, cheap Chinese caliper. That's just for measuring the shell lengths, case lengths, and to determine if they need trimming or not. The priming tools, powder container with the scoop set, the funnel, case loop, and wrench for assembly. Just a credit card for leveling the powder scoops, and a shell kicker. I just printed this for fun. And here we got the case trimming supplies, the mounting bolts, chamfer deburring tool, primer pocket cleaner, and the case trimming supplies. And I got the actual length gauges are within, I put them in this die set. So I'm gonna post a video now and assemble everything and see how it looks assembled. So here it is in all its glory. I'm left-handed, by the way, so it's set up for left-handed operations. You get nice full range of motion for the press, and this works just fine. I have reloaded hundreds of 308 rounds with this. There is plenty of power that you can get from this press. Of course, the ergonomics are not the greatest with this, because on the one hand you need to operate the lever, but on other you have to hold this this box from moving, so it's not the most convenient thing, but it packs nicely. And why this handle looks so funky is that the original handle, it would not clear the press frame, so I had to just get some scrap material and make a new handle for it. And also the original will not fit inside the ammo can, so there is that. Version 1 handle did not have these extra supports, but it felt so flimsy, so I added this, and also didn't have this wooden piece. It felt really uncomfortable, so I added this. It's not my finest work, but it's good enough. So yeah, the reason why I decided to make this, I made this maybe 5 years ago when I was still in college. I was living in small flat. I didn't have nearly enough space for a proper loading table and setup, so I just shopped around and found this press kit for very cheap. So I ended up just buying this. I know that you can get the Lee hand press one, but those were really expensive at the time, so it made economically sense to just buy this kit and try to adapt it. The powder funnel thing, or powder dispenser thing, this was an afterthought. I didn't even design it to be this way, but I just figured when I got this press mounted, I just thought that okay, maybe if I just drilled one of these mounting holes a bit larger, I could just screw it here, and well, yeah, you can. It's not the best, but it works. And what else? Of course, we got I like to keep the length gauge and the shell holder in their respectable boxes, die sets with them, so they always go with it. And one of the idea was that I could just, well, first when I don't need this, I can just pack everything away, and I don't have to worry about it because I reload maybe 100-200 rounds per year, so it's maybe 2 weekends a year when I actually need the reloading setup, so I didn't want it to take any unnecessary space. And another nice thing that I found with this set is that I can take this to a range quite easily. Now, of course, take a scale with this because the scope setup, fine, it's nice for like off-grid reloading, but it's not really for load development. So I take this set, powder and bullets and whatever primers plus scale, and I can do some developing at the range. And of course I have a little cabin. This is very, very convenient for hunting season. I can just grab this box, throw it in my car, and just take it to cabin and reload there. It's very, very easy. So overall, I'm quite pleased with this setup, but there are some, if I would make another version, I would do some things differently. For starters, with the press mounted, you cannot open the box, and it's also quite tight fit here, and I would probably make a much nicer handle, but those are some minor issues. And of course I've been meaning to for years put some rubber pads at the bottom so it doesn't scratch surfaces that much, but I still haven't bothered. Maybe this year. But yeah, this is about it. It works surprisingly well, but of course the main problem is just the ergonomics are much to be desired, because it's a really two-handed operation, because, well, I haven't tried to fill this up with something heavy and push it, but I just found it to be, well, it's inconvenient compared to a sturdy mounted press, but But it's a trade-off between just the convenience, ease of carrying, and ease of storing it away, and just the manufacturing efficiency, I suppose. But yeah, I hope this gave you some ideas if you are planning to do something like this on your own. But yeah, it's quite convenient setup, and I haven't found anything similar on the internet, so I just thought to put this out there, and maybe it helps some of you. So thanks for watching, and bye.